believe in one or another, each one of us will be in hospital, and we have met with the different professionals there at the hospital. And one of them probably you met the doctor, you met the nurses, and that's why I'm here also to express myself why I've chosen to be the nurse. I've just mentioned three things. One is I was once a patient myself. That was the reason. I'll explain more. And then I'll talk about the availability of the job as a nurse, and then the flexibility schedule that the nurse has. Going back to the number one is, as I said, that I was a patient myself. Growing up in Africa, I was hospitalized for over 3 months in a hospital just because of malaria. It's not common here, but in Africa that's a very common disease. And just during that course of time of 3 months, I met a lot of nurses coming to help me, the doctor coming, and so I started just thinking how much they're doing, how much they're offering to help this patient. So I started thinking maybe I should be one of them. So as the time goes on, after moving to US, I was like, okay, I think I can just still fulfill that promise that the thing that I thought I could just do. But I didn't do right away, so I went to different profession. The other thing that the nurse has is the availability of the job. The nurses, you can find it, that their demand is very high, way, very high. And the nurse, you can work in different places. You can work in a hospital, you can work in a clinic, you can work in a doctor's research institutions. So there's many places that you could just work. So I thought, since there is a job availability for every, I could just take that advantage also to do. But the other thing is just the salary itself. The salary for, like in Minnesota, is for RN, they get $71,160, per year. That's just the average. There is a difference of RN for 4 years and RN for like 2 years program. Like the one that is in South Central is just 2 years. So that you could just they get paid a lot of money, but also their schedule. The reason that I took it, that this career is also good for me is the schedule. As a nurse, a lot of nurses, they are working a lot of hours right now because of the shortage of the nurses. But if that wasn't the problem, the problem or disadvantage, they could just work, you could work 4 hours, you could just work 80 hours, you could work 12 hours. And then the rest of the time, you could just spend the time with your family, either traveling or just raise your family. So I have talked to you about 3 things that they make me to choose to go to a nursing career. One being, I was a patient myself. The second thing is just the availability of the job, the job market. And the third item is the flexibility of the schedule that a nurse can have. That's the end of my presentation, and I just want to welcome anybody who has a question.
Would you rather work in a small clinic or a bigger place?
I prefer working in a small setting environment. Currently I work in a long-term care, and I see the advantage of being, in a long-term care and interacting with geriatric patients, and it's very, very interesting and very good. Other questions? Yes.
What was your first profession when you came to the United States?
When I came to the United States, I worked, basically I went to school for accounting. So basically I was a professional accountant, but I just deflect going back to nursing. Thank you.
I need to get your out.